Now, Down to Earth, amazing record. How do you reflect on the creative chemistry of that record in terms of everyone contributing to the songwriting?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was basically the first person that would write the bloody song would be Richie. Then he'd pass it on to somebody else like Don to do some keyboard parts. And then obviously Roger. Roger would come up with words that I couldn't write because I thought, what the hell am I going to write for these songs? And he gave me a rough idea of how to sing it. He said, well, this bit here, do it something like this. And he would, la, la, la to me and say, yeah, sing it like that. Okay, now try it again, but do it a different way with those words I've written. And that was what happened there. Then Cozy would come in and say, that song's too bloody long, that's too short, you should have a different section here. So Cozy was very much involved in the songwriting, even though he's a freaking drummer, You don't play anything, give me an E, ding, okay. So he would involve himself in the way the song should be because, with guitar players, I'm sorry to say, they go on forever and ever, for a year. If you let them just keep going, they will. So he had to cut down a lot of the things that Richie, did, But I learned a lot of stuff from Richie on certain songs. He would play me something on his acoustic, and that was easier for me to sort of imagine how it would be when the whole freaking orchestra was on there, Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. And Since You've Been Gone became a major hit of that record. And, to cover that song, was there a debate whether the band should cover it or not? Or was everyone on board?
What's that? No, did we want to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not at all. I remember Cozy going around, man, saying that fucking, he was angry as hell, like, we're not doing that fucking song, because we'd done all the, all the serious stuff, the dark and mystical and the lovely R&B and this, that, and the other bluesy stuff, whatever. And Since You've Been Gone was, one of the ultimate in pop songs. And we heard a copy of that by a girl band called Clout. And they played it to me one afternoon, so I get the idea of how the melody went. And I said, what? We're going to do this? And the manager of the band said, we've got to have something that's radio friendly because Rainbow, no one knows who fucking Rainbow is. I never heard of him, and I lived in England at this time. I never heard of Rainbow. I knew who Deep Purple was, but Rainbow, no. And so he said, look, you've got to do this. And Richie really didn't want to fucking do it either. And I heard it and I thought, no, how can I sing that bloody thing? And so I just sang like I do. And Roger was there helping me. He said, yeah, do that bit like that, do a bit of falsetto on that, whatever. We just messed around with it to make it completely different from the original version, or the version we heard. Russ Ballard did that back in 1970 something. He had his own version. And I've seen that, and it's completely different,
Very different.
I made it a little bit more, rock, if you will.
Yeah. And while recording that and choosing to cover that track, did you think it would become the massive hit it became?
No. I didn't think it even get played on the bloody radio, to be honest with you. And then suddenly it becomes on, everybody knew it in England and here and everywhere, So now it's become like Rainbow, Since You've Been Gone, it's like the song for that band. They're identified by that a little bit, I think, and it was such a surprise to me. It pleased my mum and dad and my brother and, my family. It was like, Graham, you're on the radio. Oh, bloody hell. I'm like, I was in shock as much as they were, it's like, you're kidding me, aren't you? And it went right into the chart up there, it's like, fucking hell, this is amazing. And we come over, we play in America, and everybody in America knew the damn song. And I was so surprised they're singing along with me.